Hello, my Blue Jays fans. This is Jonnywatts reporting for Jonnywatts Sports Desk. The Blue Jays are 6-5 to the Boston Red Sox in the bottom of the ninth with a walk-off home run. I'm going to show you the highlights right now.
The Home Depot knows there's more than one way to go from do to done.
Blue Jays find a comfortable landing spot as they make their way to Fenway Park.
As it may, it's the dawn of a new series and the dawn of a new month. And Joe, a chance for us to look back at
Night that took place about an hour ago. George Springer was in it, but he's dealing with a
The velocities there is up to 97 in his last start, which is great. I mean, that's from a teams with far better results.
Back in the old days when the Blue Jays wore black jerseys, Jays at a very respectable 18-10. And then Boston and New York with
this season, but the Jays absolutely destroyed the Red Sox last year, 16-3. That was really...
Bo Bichette's ready to go. He's had a lot of success in this ballpark and hopes to...
taking on a division rival here tonight at Fenway Park. Ann Schulman, Joe Siddall, Hazel May. The guys hitting 1 through 7 all moved up from 2 through 8. Kevin Biggio in there and right.
$10 million. He's having a rough start to his season in 5 starts. That ERA just in the past. Not only is it not up there, but he's not throwing it near as much.
Jays tonight. And this one is underway with a pitch down and away for... And that is off the base of the monster. But it got out there so...
Ball jumps all over this little breaking ball. And this is...
He has hit like crazy in his career in this ballpark. Close to 900. The Blue Jays dominated the 28 in that one game in July, as I'm sure overall in this ballpark. So you know, and this is not 5 years ago.
I think the tables have been...
Center. But to the deepest part.
To that swing, looks a little different, and he's certainly putting it into practice.
Tomorrow we will hear that Matt Chapman has been Bichette the lead, dancing around, and he draws a throw.
Spring training, but I think it's sometimes a
0-2. Got a breaking ball by him. Hard hit balls, one by Bichette, one just off. Kluber won the Cy Young. In fact, of 251, he is way down near the bottom.
If you has, that's some savvy.
And from 0-2 to 3-2, you know, he's going to have trouble. He is indeed. And it's strike 3 called. The throw down and bounced away, but Bo looks okay, and he's got his first stolen base.
Path for the catcher, just a bad throw the way he rushed that. And
it's up to the cleanup spot with everybody moving up. And the exact numbers, by the way, is has been behind the plate against the Red Sox. No scoring position numbers for the Blue Jays have come up. And another close miss. That
open base, but you attack a guy that's scuffling.
Not close. So that's ball 4 and 2 men on to swing the bat well. He is hitting over 3 highs, over 31 games in his career, predominantly.
I think we'll just say that you can just see better the box.
And that ran in and cost
just to keep those hitters honest with all of the off-speed offerings you're bringing.
Good bats, 9 hits. And a liner to third, but right at so far this year at 5.6 runs per game, and one of the reasons why handed bats in there against Jose Barrios.
That will be the challenge for Jose. On a bit of a roll his last 3 games against the Rays, Astros, and White Sox.
Off season, hitting for average, running the bases well this year for the Red Sox than he was last. Right center field, and that'll split the outfield. And Verdugo's got himself a double.
Handed hitters but you left-handed batter. Jose wants to get that pitch down and maybe.
For a guy who in Japan again has always had great plate disciplines of age. And it's off the mark. Will play it back into the infield, but it's
this time it was a fastball up the other way with the monster, but
not the Red Sox. And here's Justin Turner, who signed as a free agent, of course. Off the outside corner, 2-0. Barrios goes with a break.
Is really leaving that right.
And that is fair. Cheetah on a long RBI.
Veteran hitter that knows how to handle the bat. You're not trying to give yourself up. You're trying to get a base hit the other way, and that's if you can move them and score them too, that's a bonus.
A double single, 2-run. And this was the biggest, but then the biggest news, Joe, was when they signed this guy to be, and I believe it was something along those lines. He got 11 years, I believe, 280 with San Diego, and it was they've been in about 20 years. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
It's a good pitch, right? Very dangerous hitter unless you try to tie him up or at least
over at first. And fouled back.
You try to come in with righties. If you miss.
Barrios still looking for his first out of the night as he misses down and away with a change. Strikeouts his last time out, albeit problems on the pitching side, but they are swinging the bats. There's ball 4, so ignore what's happening.
Well, this ballpark, we know what game's almost over.
Right, and Barrios, even as the overall numbers last, can you just contain the damage and give your team a chance to win the ball game? Duran, a young outfielder who pitches 220 apart, not worried about bulking up, using his best tool, which is his. The 0-2, change up outside.
There's a much slower change, couple ticks off from.
Fouled off to stay alive.
You can't just flip balls in there anymore to try to get ahead.
And got him to chase a changeup down and be the veteran Kike Hernandez. Third, drifting down the line is Chapman, and he's got him
there, and he may have gotten that pitch was out over the plate pretty good too, but he gets them. But he's on a bit of a roll his last 3 games against the Rays, Astros, and White Sox.
Off season, hitting for average, running the bases well this year for the Red Sox than he was last. Right center field, and that'll split the outfield. And Verdugo's got himself a double.
Left-handed hitters, but you left-handed batter. Jose wants to get that pitch down and maybe.
For a guy who in Japan again has always had great plate disciplines of age. And it's off the mark. Will play it back into the infield, but it's
this time it was a fastball up the other way with the monster, but
not the Red Sox. And here's Justin Turner, who signed as a free agent, of course. Off the outside corner, 2-0. And Barrios goes with a break.
Is really leaving that right.
And that is fair. Cheetah on a long RBI.
Veteran hitter that knows how to handle the bat. You're not trying to give yourself up. You're trying to get a base hit the other way, and that's if you can move them and score them too, that's a bonus.
A double single, 2-run. And this was the biggest, but then the biggest news, Joe, was when they signed this guy to be, and I believe it was something along those lines. He got 11 years, I believe, 280 with San Diego, and it was they've been in about 20 years. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
It's a good pitch, right? Very dangerous hitter unless you try to tie him up or at least
over at first. And fouled back.
You try to come in with righties. If you miss.
Barrios still looking for his first out of the night as he misses down and away with a change. Strikeouts his last time out, albeit problems on the pitching side, but they are swinging the bats. There's ball 4, so ignore what's happening.
Well, this ballpark, we know what game's almost over.
Right, and Barrios, even as the overall numbers last, can you just contain the damage and give your team a chance to win the ball game? Duran, a young outfielder who pitches 220 apart, not worried about bulking up, using his best tool, which is his. The 0-2, change up outside.
There's a much slower change. Couple ticks off from.
Fouled off to stay alive.
You can't just flip balls in there anymore to try to get ahead.
And got him to chase a changeup down and the veteran Kike Hernandez. Third, drifting down the line is Chapman, and he's got him
there, and he may have gotten that pitch was out over the plate pretty good too, but he gets them.
But he's
I don't know the whole highlight team. I'm going to show you the full 7th and 8th innings. I'm not sure if they all showed in the first take, so I'm going to show you the other half of the innings that you might have missed. Let me know if you already seen it. If not, here's your highlight for the night. But I'll play it anyways, just in case you guys didn't see the whole highlight.
It's almost like having a hug when you walk into that studio.
He's a pillar in the community.
Welcome to an electric car commercial. Wait, that is a Subaru. Where are you taking me?
2-3 lead for the Red Sox. 2 home runs this inning.
In relief of Alek Manoah in that Seattle game. Blue Jays 8 strikeouts.
Talked about it. Jose Barrios was kind of living dangerously from the 2nd through the innings. Had a couple of double plays, but it caught up to him here in the 6th. Belt.
It's so long. We saw early on, and he did a great job. He got a bunch of ground balls, couple key double play balls.
And runs scored coming into the game. Here's Masataka Yoshida, scored a run and driven in a run. And Meza throws behind the runner, but Belts.
You need to come forward hard right here into the infield so that there's in your way.
And it hit him.
And he's totally entitled to that.
Yep.
An initial 2 hard steps.
At Yoshida, he's got to face the right hand. 3-1.
Moore gets the
up the middle. Bichette's got it, bobbled it, recovered. He's 3. And there's the real thing. He will pitch Wednesday night, 7th, and Corey Kluber was in trouble on a couple of occasions. He settled down.
He certainly did. There's a lot of he would sink it in and use the breaking ball away. Lefty, as he was using that cutter up off the injured list prior to yesterday's game. He's got 4.
And he'll face Bichette, and that's a 4-for-4 night for when he gets it going.
Martin's got a 4-seam fastball pretty well down the middle.
497 miles an hour higher. 3 of the 4, 100. Inside, a ball and a strike on Guerrero.
Ford does here moving forward. Kenley Jansen, we believe, is not available.
Oh boy. Why? That ball's inside.
They're definitely working him in.
So 1 down. Although he had a lot of success.
Yes.
In fact, had never made an. Well, we mentioned it was a light Monday night schedule. The Yankees are hosting, and the Guardians now take a 3-2 lead to the bottom of the ninth on the Yankees, in danger of losing their fourth in a row. For Chapman, Bichette will stop at second.
This is just a good overall approach that this team has, and Matt's there with 2 strikes. Allow that ball to travel. If it's a fastball, but your timing is good. It's in the zone.
So there, a broken bat, one hopper to second, and as Varsho reaches on a fielder's choice.
The idea of left-handed batters, that's exactly what he did. Almost hit just a little too.
And a couple of lineouts, one to third, one to left. Runner goes from first. The throw goes through, but not.
Surprised to see him throw. I have been very this season. There it is again. He came in. Much of that information Merrifield's going to the plate with, but good job laying off. He's a
3-0. Struck out in all 3 at-bats tonight, is on deck.
And you wonder, maybe.
And it looks like he just might. Got a helmet on. And we're about to find out. And they are going to bring Alejandro Kirk.
The perfect move, and with Danny Jansen catching tonight, it's a nice bat to have on your bench.
To righty when you've got a lefty in the box, but Kirk is swinging it like he wants to right now, and this could be the.
Now, Kirk obviously a very good hitter from both sides.
Whit Merrifield is at first.
Kirk is a very good fastball hitter.
And strike one called. Martin's got it. And the Red Sox caught up to him in the 6th when he gave up a couple of home runs, charged with 5, a couple of outs of the 6th inning. And now as this game goes bottom 7, it'll be this.
Pearson came in and pitched a scoreless inning on Tuesday against the White Sox.
Some defensive changes. Kevin Biggio has played first base, and Nathan Lucas takes over in right. Alejandro Kirk. Remember, Belt was at first, and Guerrero is DHing tonight. Tuesday, so 6 days ago, hit the first batter he faced, retired, and drills in a strike. 3-1. Fouled off. 3-2. Those guys might be down tonight. 9 to right, and Lucas is there, 1 down. In the bottom of the 7th. 98, but he missed outside. Up and away for ball 2.
He's biting.
Been a big zone both ways tonight. It is. Merrifield there. Devers retired.
Good velocity in on the hands of him in there a couple of times.
Although he missed a spot. Yeah, he missed in, but got a foot home run his last time up.
The way he's being aggressive with the fastball. Good time to try that.
And a swing and a miss, 100 and moving away. Let's get a Blue Jays Central update now with Jamie Campbell. Join us at the ballpark Tuesday, May 16th for the next one. Is part of the next homestand, and that'll be a game again. Here's Josh Winkowski, a formerly well out of the Red Sox pen. He was in a trade the States, and then a month later he was dealt to the Red Sox.
A multi-inning guy if needed for Alex Cora. He leads 4 walks against 16 strikeouts. Always.
Danny Jansen. That's trapped. The throw from short is to get the out.
Pretty similar. Kike going to his backhand as well. Throwing
is for the first out. Biggio lines one into left center to the monster, and Biggio.
They'll try to peck away, at least get one back. Slider out over the plate.
Went around, it's 0-1. The glove of Winkowski, but Hernandez score. Kiermaier.
Same guy after making a great play to his right, and he just yanked it.
Wow, so the air to reach. And here's the hottest guy in the ballpark, right, and a home run. As he fights it off into shallow right field.
Pick your poison. You want Bo or you want go. Once again, trying to come inside, and again, maybe that's the take the single the other way. Makes hitting look too easy.
Career at the moment right now for the home side, which suggests that Nate Pearson's coming back for his second inning. 5-hit night for Bichette. He represents the go-ahead run. There's just one.
Has one save. I thought he might be the next name that.
Big cut by Vladdy, and he fouled it off. Always the case. Vladdy hitting the ball about as hard as anyone in his second, and he's in the on-deck circle right now. And fouled off by Guerrero, 1-2. Up the middle, Hernandez to the bag for one out of play, and Kiermaier will score to tie the.
It is difficult to is throwing baseballs away. This is a utility player that bounces around, plays all over the place, but clearly just did not finish that throw.
Yeah, Kike Hernandez, we mentioned.
So there you have it. You didn't get to see the last of the night, but it was a home run by one of the Boston Red Sox players who scored a winning run by hitting a home run. So I'll be back with game 2 of this 4-game set tomorrow night. And also, I'll be back with round 2 of game 1 between the Maple Leafs and Florida. So stay tuned for that. All right, this is Jonnywatts reporting for Jonnywatts Sports Desk. Have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow night with some more sports updates. Bye for now.